Life theme of Stevens County theme this year is Carnival for a Cure. So you're going to see a lot of these carnival type decorations as we get Relay for Life going. One of the first things I wanted to share with you guys, and it's the paper I put out on the table, so you can take a look at that. On the blue side of it is a yearly report. So for 2016, the American Cancer Society services that were used by people in Stevens County specifically. So you can take a look at those different programs, the number of services that were provided, and the number of people that access that. You can see definitely that the lodging program is the one that's most utilized, so I'll tell you a little bit more about that. It's when people have to travel away from home for treatment, which is probably fairly common up here. Even going into Spokane for treatment is a pretty long drive, and if you have to have treatment multiple days in a row but aren't staying in the hospital, give us a call and we can connect you with a hotel. So we have hotel partners across the country that have donated those room nights to us to pass on to patients that have to travel away from home, help defer that cost of getting treatment. So you can see that there's quite a few more nights provided last year, 132 to 17 people. So there's some people that were staying multiple nights over multiple times. I know one gal in particular had radiation treatment, and those are commonly for 6 weeks, Monday through Friday, every single day for 6 weeks. So she would go down on Monday, her husband would have treatment all the way through to Friday, they'd stay in the hotel, come home on the weekend, go back down on Monday and stay in the hotel again. And it kind of saves that gas from driving back and forth every single day or having to find alternate housing. So on the back side of that is how you would reach us to access any of these services. One of the things that breaks my heart the most is when you have really dedicated relayers that are raising all of this money for the American Cancer Society for us to do research and sustain these programs, and then their families hit with a cancer diagnosis and they don't think to call us to access these services. So I really want for you guys to know and for you to share with the community that these resources are available. They're really easy to access. Just give us a call at the 800 number that's on here. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never closes down. For you to call and ask questions, get access to these services. They have people that can help navigate insurance questions, which I'm sure you all are familiar with, having people call and wonder what the heck they can do or what's covered in their insurance. So we have people that can help with that. There's nurses on staff, clinical trial matching, a lot of different resources there. So please keep that tool in your back pocket, and if you hear of someone that has a cancer diagnosis, please share that with them, because this is why you're raising the money. This is why you guys do Relay for Life, and I want to make sure everybody knows that. So that's my job number one when I go out into the community, is to make sure people know these things. So then switch over and see the flyers hanging up around here. So I'm sure you know Relay for Life is coming up in just a few short months now. So June 23rd, same weekend we had it last year, so that Friday night. And you guys raised, does anybody know how much money your team raised last year? $17,000 for the American Cancer Society, which is an incredible amount of money. It's a ton of work that I know you guys all put in to help raise that money for your team and for the American Cancer Society. So I can't thank you guys enough. And especially Cheryl and Danny for leading the team and continuing to do that to make this happen for the American Cancer Society. So you guys are an incredible force. Wanted to come out and say thank you definitely for doing that. And then the other opportunity I wanted to share with you, because I know you have a huge team and a lot of people up here in the area, we're always looking for volunteers that can help us actually plan the event itself. So there's the team participation aspect, and then we have a committee of volunteers that's working throughout the year leading up to the event to plan the entertainment, the activities, get sponsors on board, help support those teams with any questions they might have about the event, get word out to the community that the event's happening so they can come out and enjoy the carnival with us this year. So we're looking for people that, even if it's just a little bit of time you can give, you know, after work I can definitely go hang posters at the grocery stores around town and then head home. It doesn't have to be a super time-consuming commitment, but we really, really need more volunteers that can help us with that. So that was the other main thing I wanted to come up and ask you guys, if anybody would be willing to volunteer for that committee to make sure we can keep Relay for Life going strong up in this community. So I can answer any questions that you guys might have about that or anything else. If you want to chat more about it, Danny and Cheryl both have my contact information if you want to reach out to me individually about it, or I can share more information right now too.
Is the event going to be at the park again?
Yes, yeah.
Good question.
It's an excellent question. Yeah, Friday evening. Yep. Yeah. Do you guys like that Friday evening format?
I do.
Yeah? Cool. Good. That's the thing we like to do with Relay for Life, is that each community, it looks a little bit different, and if that's the type of event the community wants to do, then that's what Relay for Life can look like. That's the cool part about it. Awesome. Well, thank you. That was all I had to share with you guys today, if there's no other questions.